Hello everyone. Today we are going to see research methodology. So let us see what is research. Research it is in a common term, which is the inquiry or describe about something and or identifying something, identifying new facts. So research is which is the systematic process, and also the research is the path between the known things to unknown things. So here known things is the your problem and unknown things is the solution for the problem, right? So that is research. So methodology you all may know. So that is the techniques are adopted to do a research, to conduct a research. So here I have given it as a theoretical point, a comprehensive guide to understanding systematic investigation. So we are conducting various investigations, right? So that should be in a systematic manner, and the scientific inquiry should be conducted, and ethical research practices should be followed while conducting a research. So, in simple, research methodology is the framework of a research. Okay. Research methodology is your plan. It is the researcher's plan. So how you are going to do a research and how you are going to do a study or investigation like that. Okay. So further, it explains what methods you are going to use for your research study. Okay, so what method you're going to use for collection of data and the collection of information, collection of facts. We are having various methods to collect the data and various methods to collect the information. The first thing is the primary thing. So we have two categories. One is the primary data, other one is secondary data. Primary data, it is a fresh form of data. Okay, so you are collecting the information at the very first time. So that is the primary data. So while secondary data means so which is already in the society, which is already available in web sources, net sources, magazines, journals, government records, etc. Okay. So next thing is what is a research? Okay, research. So we are split up into this research as a research. Okay, so we are searching again. That is the meaning of research. In simple, we can say searching again. That is research. So you are again you are searching the existing problem. So that is the research. So in the definition, according to the Clifford Woody, research comprises defining problem. So for the firstly, so you have to define your problem. Okay, so you have to identify your problem. So in what area you are going to focus on your research. Okay, so and what is the problem of the study? That is the first thing. Then you have to formulate the hypothesis. What is hypothesis? So hypothesis, it is a tentative statement, which is the assumption of the researcher. The researcher can provide the tentative statement about the particular problem. Okay, so that is the hypothesis. So you have to frame the hypothesis. So let's take any problem, a certain set of assumptions are having, right? So that should be vary from person to person. So you have to, when you are entering into a research, so once you have identified the problem, the next step is you have to frame the hypothesis. Then, based on your hypothesis, you have to collect the data and information which is relevant to your study. The facts, real facts should be collected. So either it may be in a primary or a secondary thing, right? So that should be collected. Then making deductions is and testing conclusions. So once you have collected the data and once you have collected the information, you have to verify and you have to go through it. Okay, so according to your collected data, you have to find the proper reasons and proper and real facts in your study. Okay, based on the collected data, you have found out something, some various things in your research. So okay, that should be sorted out. That should be it should be tested with the proper analytical tools. Okay, you have to use various statistical tools like a chi-square, ANOVA, factor analysis, and various analysis are there. Okay, you have to collect evaluate your data. So once the evaluation has been done, you have to uh, provide the suggestions and the conclusions to your research. So what are the core purposes? So the core purposes are discovering new facts and theories. Absolutely. So we are why we are entering into a research? To find out new, to find out something, to find out the some new things to the problem, and to frame the new theories to the particular problem. So that is the thing. So we are doing a research, then solving practical problems and supporting informed decision making. Okay, so the company is going to do a research. Why they are doing research? So they are doing already, they are doing business. Already they are earning something. They are getting profit from their business. Why they need to do a research? Because so every decade, so the trend will change. Okay, so the company or anything else, so they have to do a in-depth study about something. Okay, so then only they can able to decide anything for the survival of the business, or survival of anything, right? So next one is driving innovation and development. So the research definitely it provides for the development of anything. Either you can take it as a medical research. They will find out some new medicines and they will innovate something. And if take it as an industry, so they will innovate new machineries. If it is in a social science research, they will provide some sort of new informations to the business and to the government, to the society, to the individual and all. Okay, so the next thing is why the research matters, why the research should be needed. Okay, so to expand the knowledge of an individual, so to expand the knowledge of the various persons, like the stakeholders or the government or public, various things. Okay, so for the purpose of expanding knowledge, we are conducting research. So in this, so we are identifying, we are finding out something new, and the explain it is in an explained manner. Okay, then problem solving, so we already discussed. So if you want to solve any problem, we have to do in-depth study about that is research. That is why the research matters. So next one is a policy formulation. There is various studies helps the government and the business organizations to frame the new policies in par with the current trend. Next one is a societal progress. What is the societal progress? The social science research which focuses on the social problems, social related problems. So that is the societal progress. Next one is the final thing is research methodology in social science. Okay, so let us see the definition. So research methodology is a systematic plan researchers use to conduct studies. How? Of scientific investigation. In social science, it helps understand human behavior, relationships, and societal patterns. So definitely the social science which focuses on the human behavior, that helps to identify the nature of the human behavior, because the human behavior is different from a person to person, and the relationship and the societal patterns. So these are all the major steps, four step of social science research. Okay, so the first thing is a defined problem. What is a defined problem? You have to identify the problem. So then only you can proceed to the research. Okay, so the first thing is So identify or investigate the needs of the problem. Then the second thing is collection of data. What is that? You have to collect the relevant data to your problem. Okay, once you have framed the title or once you have framed the problem, you have to collect the various facts, various informations about your problem. That is the evidence of your study. Then analyze findings. What is the analyze findings? Once you have collected the data, various data through primary data or secondary data, anything else. So you have to evaluate the particular data, analyze the data. So you can analyze. It is in a systematic manner. That is in a scientific manner. Okay, so you have to apply various statistical tools to prove your study. Okay, so after analyzing the data, so some set of results should be founded out in your study. Okay, that should be concluded in the final step. So the once you have found out the result of the particular study, so you have to give suggestions and conclusion to the particular problem. Okay, which should be more helpful for the future researchers. So that should be in a qualitative data or a quantitative data, anything else. You can take survey or anything else. So finally, it should be concluded. So that is the final step of research. Thank you. Thank you all.